everybody. Welcome to episode 42 of our Watford career mode, and today we have got 2 games at minimum and possibly 4 at maximum. We've got Newcastle and then Real Madrid in the second leg of our semi-final, and then Aston Villa and Brighton. We may not play the Aston Villa and Brighton game because we are, as you can see, 5 points back with 3 games to go, and Liverpool and Chelsea both have a game in hand, so it's going to be very tough to go ahead and get into that 4th spot. But of course we are going to try and work our way in there. I hope these don't clash too much. Let's make some changes here. We can actually get a start out here to Ortiz. And then Suarez up front, who hasn't played a ton this year either. Grujic can start, and Badiashile can start. I want Alger playing the Real Madrid game, and we'll get Messina. See, this is the issue, not having Heinrichs about. Next year we're going to need to bring in another player who can play left back or right back to avoid situations like this. We can actually play Fernandez back there, and then we'll start Benitez here. So let's jump into it. Watford Newcastle will need to keep winning to keep ourselves in it, and hopefully we can. So let's jump into it. It's going to be Watford Newcastle. Let's go. Bonaventura. It's coming forward. There's a bit of space here for Newcastle. A bit of space right down the middle here. And Muto's onside, and Muto finishes. And with Newcastle's first real attack of the game, they've taken a lead. It's 1-0. And not what we want to see. It's good football here. It's just plenty of space. I bought that center back out, and Muto took advantage of that space. Made no mistake on the finish. Rui couldn't get to it. And on 25 minutes, it's 1-0. Racing forward. Here's Barco. Coming forward now. Barco slips by. Does so well, Barco. He's so fast. And he's leveled it up here really quickly after 32 minutes now. It's 1-1. And back in it. Just like that. 6 minutes. Newcastle led for him. Barco, he's so quick. And he just dips his shoulder and slips right inside this center back here. And just like that. Really, really nicely done from the little man, and he just steps inside and fires it past Dubravka. Really good goal from him, and it's 1-1. Clips that forward very nicely. Deulofeu is going to get onto it. Deulofeu gets inside, and Deulofeu, can he swing it across? He can, and it's an open net for Luis Suarez. It's 2-1. We've turned it around in this first half as he gets himself a little backflip in there. Suarez not playing a ton this season. Has some difficult attributes to deal with his pace and his height, but he's getting himself a goal here. And Deulofeu doing very nicely to just lay that on a plate for him. And we turned it right around, and just before halftime, taking a 2-1 lead. Barco does so well to just skip by into midfield. And he gets it through, and it's Suarez onside. And Suarez lays it back to Barco, and it's 3-1. And we have turned this right around. Newcastle's struggling to deal with us really since their goal. And this is great from Barco once again, who plays it on to Suarez in space. And then Barco runs into that gap that Suarez pulled the center back from. And it's just a tap in for Barco in the end. And it's lovely football once again. And with a half hour to go, we lead by 2. Grujic. Play it forward nicely. And Suarez turns. Does so well, and he slips it through, and it's Deulofeu, and Deulofeu, lovely finish. It's 4-1, and that should be game over. Newcastle capitulating here, and we are taking full advantage as Deulofeu, his last action before coming off, actually. I believe Suarez has been involved in all 4 goals now. But that's a lovely finish from Deulofeu. Just turns his body and just slots it past Dubravka. No chance for him. And a lovely goal, a lovely finish. And a 4-1 lead. Nicely played. Can we get this forward? We can. McKennie. Grujic. Can Grujic get it forward? He can. And Suarez. That's a lovely take from Suarez. And Suarez in on goal. He finishes it up. It's 5-1. 75 minutes gone. Don't remember if that's his hat trick or not. I don't know. I know he has 2 assists and at least 1 goal. He's got 2 goals now. But Suarez with a good take, and then he just bodies himself in front of the center back. Makes no mistake either as he fires it home. And Suarez having a great game. 5 for us. And a 5-1 lead with 15 minutes still to go. Oh, how has he got by him? We stepped in front and everything as that comes in. Badiashile does well. And there's a good ball up the wing as Pereira takes it in stride. And we're racing forward here. Slips it back in. Kana. It's a good turn. It's come to Ortiz. And Ortiz, can he slip it through? He cannot, but it's going to come back to him, and he's finished it. What a finish. From no angle whatsoever. A bit lucky, the youngster. But he's grabbed himself a goal. He's definitely deserved it. He's been playing well out on that right wing, on the right wing. Not his natural spot. As he tries to slip it across, it's cleared. Comes to him, and with no angle, really, he finishes that off on the half volley. Nicely done from the young man. And he adds a 6th to our scoreline there. It's 6-1 here. This game with 6-1 margin, an absurd win, and it's not really one of my career modes. If there isn't a battering of Newcastle in there, it seems every time we play Newcastle in any career mode we do, we batter them, and we've done it again here. I don't think Suarez did get the hat trick goals. He had 2. Ortiz had 1. Barco had 2, and De La Feu had 1. He had 2 assists as well. So 2 goals and 2 assists for the man up front. Not too bad. And we've done really, really well there, of course. But that was just a warm-up for the important game, though. Everton have beaten Chelsea on the road here. And City have been beaten by United as well. Liverpool won 6-0. But hold on. We may still be within a shout here of getting into 4th place, as 2 of our rivals right above us have dropped points. And we've made up 3 points on them. We'll have to see how Tottenham did. I didn't catch it in there. But we're going to see how the Premier League looks in just a moment. Why did that pull up? Why did that pull up and bother stopping? Alright, let's take a look. Premier League. Alright, we are in 6th. Okay, here we are. We are 1 point back of Chelsea, 3 points back of City, though they both have a game in hand, so it could be 4 and 6. We are 6 points back of Tottenham with 2 games to go. Our goal difference would be a problem if City win their game in hand. They have Fulham, and they have Leicester. It looks like they are going to play today. They're going to play the day before we play Manchester City, so we'll know that even if we lose or if they win, we'll still be out of it, which is a bit of a shame. It shows how how perfect we had to be toward the end of the year. Even if we did win that Huddersfield game, which is the only game I'm kind of about, that we'd still be in this position, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. But let's jump forward. Real Madrid, Watford. This is our only route really into the Champions League now. If City win one of their last 2 games, one of their last 3 games actually. So it's going to be tough. We have to win this one. We have to get by Atletico or Real Madrid. They beat us 2-1 in Watford, so we have to come here and at least score 2 goals, and we'll see how it goes. So let's jump into it. Our season pretty much on the line here. Can we advance? Real Madrid, Watford. Let's go. Slings that in. Oh, what a bad clearance and what a great save. What is that clearance? Right to the man on the penalty spot, pretty much. He's forced a really good save out of Rui. Danger's not over yet, as that slings in, and it's just cleared. Odriozola. It's clipped in. Can we get the header on? No, we cannot. I thought we had a head on to that. It wasn't to be. And Real Madrid finish it off. It's a decent header in the end. But I thought we were going to get ahead to that. Sarr looked like he was going to. But he didn't. And they've grabbed a goal. It doesn't change anything for us. We still have to score 2. Though if we score 2 now, we won't go through. It'll go to extra time. Ajer can't get in front of him. Decent header away. Insigne getting the header. You hate to see that. It's a player that's not got a ton of height about him. But he's grabbed the goal there. And Real Madrid lead 1-0 on the day. Nicely done. It's good football forward to Barco. And Hernandez is on it here, and there's a bit of space. And he slip it through to Barco. He can, and Barco, oh, what a save! Are you kidding me with that save? He gets across and blocks it away with his foot. Courtois. No chance. That had to be a goal back. Oh, an unbelievable save from him. And Hernandez. So we really look to find a route back into this, as that ball is really poor. Oh my god, I cannot believe Courtois has kept that out. Sterling. It's a good ball in. Headed up. Can we get the header away? It's going to fall back to Pjanic. It looked like Kroos. Oh man. We are just not getting the bounces. It's 2-0 to Real Madrid. We need 3. That header's got to be so much better. It's just got to be out. And the header goes straight up in the air. Then there's a bit of a muddle. And then it just falls to... It is Kroos. Why did that say Pjanic? It is Kroos. And he volleys it home. Smashes it into the back of the net. And it's a second for Real Madrid. Just before halftime. And now we need a huge second half. We need 3 goals unanswered to go through. Nicely done. Kroos is on it. They want another before halftime here, Real Madrid. Insigne gets it to Kroos. Kroos gets it across, and they do have another. Oh, God. They have not forgotten what we did to them in the group stage, and they have brought it back our way. It's 3-0. It's lovely football here. Kroos doing everything. Sterling with the tap in as he slides it across. What an awful, awful half. 2 goals in the last couple of minutes of the first half has really turned this around. We have to win this game to go through, and do you really back us to get 4 in the second half? Sterling cutting back inside. It's good football here. Insigne's on it, has a smack. It's a decent save. It's going to come back, and oh, it's hit the post, and it's come back again, and it's in the back of the net. We are being humiliated here at the Bernabeu. It's 4-0 to Real Madrid. Oh, boy. They're getting all the bounces. We're getting none of them. As that comes back in off the post, and then it comes back to Kroos again. The bloody beneficiary today, Kroos. That just goes by Rui's hands, and it's 4-0, and... I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been a hammering. Nice ball out there to Sarr. Sarr is onside. And Sarr, can he beat the goalkeeper? No, it's a decent save, and then it's a great block on the follow-up. And we cannot beat Courtois so far. Nicely done. Mariano. Decent stuff here. They're just moving the ball around. We're not getting anywhere near it. I say that, and we just get to it. Here's Barco. Can we get this through to Hernandez? It's a good ball. And Hernandez is going to outpace Ramos, who cannot keep up anymore. Hernandez! It's a decent finish. 8 minutes still to go. We need 4 more. But it's a good finish from Hernandez. He just runs off for Ramos, who's a bit slow now. And he's just fired it past Courtois. We finally beat the Belgian. Plenty of chances today, too. We have finally done it, though it will not change anything. Dest. Can slip it in. Barco. Plays it forward. Lovely stuff. And Barco on it here. And Barco looking to get it around the center back, and he does. And Barco, oh, it's a great save from Courtois. And that kind of sums up everything, doesn't it? A good save from Courtois. Decent football on our end, but no end product. And Real Madrid are going to come away with the win and move on to the final of the Champions League, and we are going to go out. And we are going to be missing this type of football next year. It looks like we'll be in the Europa League, which is probably where we should be at this moment in time after 2 seasons. Being this deep in the Champions League was a bit of a fluke. You know, once we get a little bit more quality into the squad, we'll be at this level soon enough. But we're going to need to be doing some things in the transfer window going forward. But we'll talk about that at a different time as we zip forward, and we'll see how this works here. If City win their game, they're going to play before us on the Saturday. And City do win their game. We'll play this Villa game. I didn't think we were going to, but we're going to end up playing it. We are 5 back of Liverpool, and they have a game in hand. We need to win ours, and they need to lose out. They play Burnley, Everton, and United. So we'll see with United. But Chelsea also need to drop points, and they play Huddersfield, Sheffield United, and Fulham. So this game is kind of you feel an unnecessary one, but we're not going to give up. So let's jump into it. We got to win, and hopefully the other teams drop points. We'll make a change or two. We'll get Sarr out of there. He was pretty poor last game. Sarr. And Alger's been playing well. We'll pop him in. And we'll jump into it this way. So let's jump into it. Aston Villa, Watford. Let's go. Coming forward now. McGinn. Nicely done here. Trezeguet on it. It's clipped in. It's a decent ball, and he's going to get there. Oh, I thought Rui had that, and I thought the defender had it too. He squeezed between both and tapped it into the back of the net somehow. It's a good ball in, but Rui comes out to collect and just doesn't get there. I'd like to see that from a better angle, but Jesus. Here's the angle I'd like as he gets here. And he just doesn't get there, Rui. He just doesn't. And the attacker gets there before him. Hogan. And it's 1-0 to Villa. The house comes forward. Oh, it's a lovely back heel to Hogan. Again, it's 2 to Villa. 2 goals in a couple of minutes for Hogan and Aston Villa, and it's 2-0. We had an opportunity. We felt that we might pull something back with Liverpool having some tougher games. And then we do this. It's a really lovely back heel, and it's a great finish from Hogan. No mistakes from him. And 2-0 after 20 minutes. We need a comeback here. McGinn. Gets to the byline, clips it in, headed away. And Barco's on it. And Barco just muscled off by Nakamba. Coming forward. Oh, it's good football. Oh, it's a great save. And this half has been completely dominated by Aston Villa. We are barely in this game as it is. As the header comes, or the corner comes in and it gets headed away. We are going to have to be drastically better in this second half. Slips it through. Here's Hernandez now. Gets it out wide to Kent. And Reguilon keeps his run up. And here's Reguilon now getting toward the byline. Clips it back inside. Plenty of men forward here. And it's Fernandez. Gets it out. Hernandez on it here in a decent spot. Can he get it back to Fernandez? He can. And we're just looking for an opening as Barco slips by. Gets it back. Gets it across. And we found the way in. It's into the back of the net. That's our first shot of the game. I'm pretty positive that's our first shot of the game. And Kent puts it right into the corner with a half hour to go. We're going to need more of that if we want to win this game. It's lovely in the end by Barco. And that's a really good finish from Kent. First time to smash that into the top corner. Oh, it just gets a slight deflection on it. Whether the goalkeeper could have gotten there either way. It's in now. It's 63 minutes gone. It's Kent with the goal. And we need a big half hour. Nicely played on. One more. There it is. Hernandez making a good run. Gets out wide. And Hernandez can slip it inside. Here's Kent. Does well. Gets it across. It's a good turn by Decore. And oh, how has he missed? How has Decore missed? Oh, he turns. He's alone. He's 6 yards away, and he puts it wide. Unbelievable. Kana. It's good football. Oh, how's that not gotten through? It's a good ball out there. Oh, come on. You have to win that tackle. Trezeguet on it. They've got a man forward. Oh, nicely done by Villa. Only 3 at the back for us, and it's been ripped apart. And chances at top 4 have officially been shattered. Trezeguet, the one finishing it off for us. 3-1 to Villa. And we've been massively outplayed today. I was going to say mildly. I meant to say massively. Massively outplayed. It's good football, really, from Villa, and it's a great finish in the end. No chance for Rui. And we are going to be in the Europa League next year. Fernandez racing forward. He's exhausted. It's been a long season as Hernandez cuts in and can't do anything with it, but we hold on to it and it gets it through. And Barco's in on goal here. And Barco can't quite turn. I wanted to get it out wide. Too much indecision. And it's going to end the game here with 3 minutes added on and 3 goals needed. It's just definitely not going to happen. We've just been really outplayed. Simple as that. And after a long season, we are going to finish. Oh, we get a little bit lucky as we grab a goal back, but we are going to finish in the Europa League spots. I believe in 6th, hopefully not 7th, because I don't think in 7th we will get into the Europa League. But a couple of lucky bounces there for Hernandez, and he adds to his tally before the end of the year. And we do go ahead and lose to Aston Villa. We had a chance to close the gap. Liverpool had some tough games, but wasn't meant to be. I can't do a press conference right now. It'll make me sad. That is a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame. And it's a bit frustrating. Everton, with their game in hand, would be right behind us. But even if we won that game, we'd be on 82. If we won that game in the Huddersfield game, we'd be in a really good spot. We'd be level with City with 2 games to go, but not meant to be. But as you can see, the point totals. 4th place is going to end on like 90 points. So next year we are going to need to add a lot to the team. We'll talk about it next episode. Next episode we'll round the season up and talk about transfers and things we need to do to go forward, but it is going to be very difficult to crack that top 4 after the update. We are down to 69 on our manager rating, which is a bit harsh, I think. What did they want? Youth development, we did. Increase ticket holder to at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. We reached the semifinal of the Champions League, which we did. Finish in a Europa League spot, we're going to do that, I guess. So it'll go up toward the end of the year and then increase the club worth by 20%. So I guess we're going to be okay in that spot. 69 is just a little bit harsh. But as I said, next episode we'll talk. We have plenty of money, as you can see. We're on 92 million or 94 million and a wage budget of 1.12 million, actually. We have a lot of money. A lot of money. But we'll talk about that and everything next episode. Unfortunately, today we've just had our hopes of coming anywhere in the top 4 kind of dashed a little bit, but it is what it is, guys. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Next episode, as I said, we'll round up the season. And peace.